What's up, everybody? We are here, week 6. Man, I'm gonna do things a little different this week. I'm not gonna recap everybody's game. Everyone pretty much knows everybody's game. You guys saw what went down. I'm just gonna look at trends right now. But first, let's talk about the Mets because, dude, we are on the NLCS. Um, Very excited tonight. Big game one against the Dodgers. Um, and for me, listen, I don't know if I shared this before, but my first heartbreak, I became a Met fan in '88, and my first heartbreak was against the Dodgers in the '88 NLCS. That was a team, that Met team, that probably should have gone to the World Series and won another World Series. Instead, we were upset due to freaking Mike Scioscia and Oral Hershiser pitching the hell out of freaking his life. And so, like I said, I've never really got to experience a World Series win. I just experienced heartbreak, and it started with the Dodgers in '88. So, like I said, I think this year for me has been, I felt with the Mets, it's just a lot of redemption in so many ways. First, losing the most losses in a season record to the White Sox, finally clears us of that loser mantra. Then, beating the Braves to get into the playoffs, exercising some demons in Atlanta, going to Milwaukee and knocking them out, coming from behind. Then, knocking out the Phillies, our rival, first time ever playing in the playoffs, and we knocked them out. I would love to knock the Dodgers out here. And, man, I would love to have a Subway Series. So, I'm just going to enjoy it one game at a time and just enjoy the ride. And hopefully it ends well for the Mets. But can't wait till tonight. All right, jumping into it. So, last week, man, how did it look last week? Well, I predicted, Marco, man, it was a beatdown. We did have some close games. How about Team Deal beating Bubba by 1.5 points? That was a very close game. I think it was the closest. It was only one of the few closest games of the week. And man, looking at the standings now, and we've got Ojo on the top, still undefeated. He's won his first 5 games, starting off 5-0. You have the defending champs, and you have Eli, two-time Super Bowl MVP, right behind at 4-1. We got a few teams at 3-2, and then our Brooklyn Giants. Will's won 2 in a row. Jordan's at 2-3. He currently has an 8 seed right now, but you got Pitts and Giggles right behind him. Alex is on a little bit of a slide, lost 2 in a row. Frank has just been decimated with injuries, man. I mean, you go down the line and you see who he's lost. A-Chain. He lost Watson, even though I think Watson may be coming back. Rice out for the season. It's like Brown is just coming back now. Like, he's just had so many injury issues. Frank right now is at 1-4. So this week we got some interesting matchups. I'm going against Ojo Meister, 4-1 against 5-0. Hopefully I can give Ojo his first win. He's favored right now. It's funny, Frank's actually favored against Pitts and Giggles. So Frank looking to break that 3-game losing streak. Let me see what else. Steel Curtain is also favored big, looking to go back on the win column. And who's the other 4-1 team? Where's Legendary Giant? You're going up against Brooklyn Giant. Will's favorite to win that matchup. So, we may have some, if things play out the way it does. Ojo Meister's going to go to 6-0, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think my guys are going to surprise. Like I said, man, all my tight ends are up for they're on the trading block. I just put Pitts, but anyone actually no Kraft. I think I'm gonna keep Kraft. I think Kraft is the best out of the 3. Remember, it's a 1.5 point tight end per point per reception. So if there's someone out there who's not getting much tight end play, come talk to me. Maybe we could work out a trade. But yeah, man, I was looking at the report from last week to see how teams go, and listen, a big part of it also is how you play your guys. Let me go over here. I'm going to go to week 5 and look at the report. And the most efficient manager last week, Bubba. Bubba maxed out exactly 100%. He had a perfect roster out there. Got the most points. Least efficient was Alex. Alex scored only 133. Could have dropped 189. Setting up the lineup sometimes, man, could be the difference between a win and a loss. Let me see right there. Lowest points to the win. Ojo Meister dropping 142. The narrowest of victory, like I said, was Danny. And then the underachiever, Marco, man, he was projected to drop 136. He only got 107, man. And bench warmers. Ironic enough, it was Jordan who the kicker and Sermon, but Alex also had the top wide receiver and the top QB on the bench. Joe Flacco, 34 points on the bench. Oh. All right, man. Listen, like I said, man, the trade deadline is the first week of November. I believe it's week 9. I believe is the deadline. It's an early deadline this year. So for teams who are in the middle, who are trying to push themselves up, maybe the time to start looking at some trades. Teams who may think they're out of it. I mean, even though, listen, Jordan's 2-3 in that 8 spot, so you're only 1 game out of him. Out of that playoff spot if you're 1-4. So I think everybody's still in it. But like I said, we got a few more weeks before the deadline, 3 more weeks, and then that's it. Then it's the team that you have, or it's the waiver wire. The Mets tonight, man. We got Senga going against the Dodgers. We also got the Giants playing the Bengals, which I'm going to be having on the phone because my focus is going to be on baseball. It's going to be a fun ride, man. It's going to be a fun ride. You guys have a good week. Ojo, good luck. About to get that first L. About to give you that first L, man. I'm sorry to say, but yeah, man. Going for that top spot. Even though last year didn't do shit for me, but I want that top spot again because, I got to win my 3rd championship. All right, you guys have a good week. Talk to you guys soon. G-Men. Let's go Mets. Talk to you later, man.